view. So I can't see myself. I prefer that. Yeah. So becoming self-empowered, yeah, it was the title of this meeting today. So I'm going to share something that has helped me, I think, on my journey to become more self-empowered. I'm not sure if my full self-empowerment will ever happen. I'm not sure what that even would be or what that would mean. But I want to talk about the kind of my understanding of the mind first, and how all of our actions and therefore our results in life are guided through the image of the self, or the image of ourself that we have in our subconscious mind. So some people call it a paradigm, which is kind of a collection of ideas or a way of perception of ideas that is kind of set up in the way we run ourselves and we experience life, and the way we look at the world and the way we act and react to things. And to change the way we act, which is really what I would define as becoming self-empowered means, is becoming empowered to take the actions that we know that are best for us. I think that's what empowerment would mean for me, to give myself the power to be able to make the decisions and take the actions that I know will actually help me to become the best version of myself and create the life that I wish to. And so if all of my actions are controlled by the ideas that I hold in my subconscious mind, then for me to become empowered, then I need to change those ideas in my subconscious mind and empower those ideas in my subconscious mind. And the way I found that has helped me to do that so much, when I was younger, I didn't have anyone, or I heard that, I've heard the idea that you become the people that you hang out with the most. So like birds of a feather flock together. One speaker said, like, if you can show me the bank account of your 5 best friends, then I'll tell you what yours is. And I mean, I wanted to change my life. I wanted to do things differently. I wanted to experience a different way of living than I was at that time. But I didn't really know anyone that I could hang around with or spend time with that was living the way I wanted to live. So what I did was started to consume pretty obsessively, I would say at the time, consume information and media, really, like positive personal growth, personal development, or self-help media in the form of books or audiobooks or seminars or videos on YouTube or whatever those things might be. And what that then allowed me to do is, the more and more I listened to those things, the more and more I read those things, the more and more I consumed those ideas and looked into those ideas more. Some of those ideas pass through into my subconscious mind. So the more ideas I hold in my conscious mind, over time, they will then pass over into my subconscious mind, which will then allow me to take the actions that are in alignment with those ideas, to take the actions that I want to in my life. And for me, I didn't know that it was possible for me. I couldn't bring myself to do the things I wanted to do because I didn't believe in myself enough to do it. And if you don't have someone in your life, like I didn't really, saying, you can do this, keep going, this is how you can do it, change your mind, keep working on it, keep taking those actions, someone there for you every day telling you those things, then you're not going to feel empowered, especially if you've got the opposite of that. You have the news on instead all day, And that's just telling you that the world is a horrible place and there's wars going all over the place. And like everything that we're doing is destroying the planet and all these things. It just makes you want to curl up in a ball and not do anything. So for me, thank you, Zach. For me, being able to listen to people that had what I want and listen to their stories about how they got it was like me changing my field of influence, me spending time with people that could influence my way of thinking, my way of acting, to empower me to be able to take the actions that I wanted to take. And yeah, for me, that was, I think it goes just beyond that. It was actually like someone that, I mean, me listening to someone on YouTube say is not really, I haven't really got a relationship. I think it's called a poly relationship. It's like this weird type of relationship where I feel like I know that person, but they obviously don't know me because they're just making videos and I'm watching their videos. But if I've watched all their videos, then I feel like I know who they are. But everything they're saying in these videos is backing me up. Like they're saying, you can do this, just keep going, you can do it. And to have that kind of support on that level, for me was, over time, was absolutely life-changing. And it made me feel good. It made me feel like it was possible. It made me feel like I should take those actions, and it would be worthwhile to take those actions because it would actually create the life that I wanted to create. And it made me feel positive about myself, and it made me feel optimistic, and it made me feel driven to do all of these things that I actually wanted to do. And then all of those ideas, I mean, I listen to things, the same videos say, or the same audiobooks over and over and over again to try and influence my way of thinking. And after a period of time, then now my mind is just full of it. My mind is just full of this positive perception of the world, and how I know that if I keep going and working on myself, then everything will actually work out eventually. And I think a lot of the time it takes that much commitment, because if I didn't have all those ideas, like essentially I brainwashed myself, but if I didn't have all those ideas in my mind that kept like echoing onwards, telling me, you can do this, if you just carry on, it will work, then in my business and my life that I've created now, I don't think I would have stuck to it. You know, most businesses fail within the first 2 years, I think. And then like nearly 100% of businesses fail within the first 5 years. And my business didn't succeed at all for the first 4 years, but I didn't stop because I knew that if I just kept on going, it would work eventually. And I wouldn't have known that unless I had just listened and read and watched all of these things that these people that I didn't know, I didn't have in my sphere of influence, but they believed in me. And even though I didn't know them, they were making this content that made me feel supported. It made me feel, I guess, it made me feel like I had someone there for me that was supporting me. Like I wasn't alone in this journey of growth that I was on, because no one else around me was growing and I was changing, and that can become really lonely if you're on a growth and you don't have other people to share that with. So being able to listen to other people that were supporting me and saying, you can do this, this is how you can do it. And it just made me feel so empowered. And now,
1 minute.
Thanks, Zach. We're here creating this community, hopefully, so people that are on this journey of personal growth and they don't have that sphere of influence of people that are supporting them can find real connection between people that is a two-way thing, not just like a one-way thing like I had, like listening to other people on YouTube. So yeah, for me, one of the biggest things that had helped me become self-empowered was listening to and watching and reading from people that already had what I want and were willing to share their knowledge through those mediums. And by listening to these people over and over again, I could adopt their ideas and apply them in my own life and then change my own life. And I think that's what empowerment is being able to be strong enough and powerful enough to change your own life in the way you wish to change it. So I think that's time, right? I'll leave it there.